Chris here with Forge Through the Faith. I have my wonderful, lovely assistant, Jesse, here. We're going to be going over strict handstand push-ups today, okay? So this is a movement that's super important. Came out in the open recently. A lot of people struggle with strict upper body pushing strength. For most gymnastics movements, I always encourage being able to do the strict movement before being able to do the kipping movement. I'm kind of on the fence with that with the handstand push-up. I'm more so on the kipping handstand push-up, and I'll get into this in more detail in that video. Can you lower your head to the ground appropriately, all right? But fine points for the strict handstand push-up, so if you just come around this way, Jesse's going to kick up into the position where he's ready to go. Okay, notice he's in a good position, his butt's tight, his core's tight, his heel is on the wall, okay? A lot of people make the mistake where their butt comes to the wall. That is a terrible position. You can come down because you might get tired there. Your midline gets broken, okay? Instead of being tight in a straight line here, you're like this. And it's like with any movement you're gonna do in strength and conditioning, if your midline is broken, you're going to be less efficient or weaker in that position, okay? So first things first is you need to have a solid starting position, because if you do not, chances are the rest of the movement's gonna be shot, okay? So Jesse's gonna kick up again. His glutes are tight, his core is tight, he's gonna lower his head to the floor. As soon as his head touches, he drives his hand to the floor and comes up. Give me like 3 or more. 1, 2, 3, good, come on down. All right, so you'll notice as soon as his head kisses the mat, he's driving back up. If you hang out down there, it's basically a dead stop handstand push-up. It's gonna be way more difficult, okay? The other thing is his head touches in front of his hands. I addressed this in a previous video, that tripod position, okay? Not as far ahead as necessarily a kipping handstand push-up, but far enough ahead so it's not in a straight line, putting your shoulders in like an impingement position. Okay, and it's a straight up and down line of action, okay? His hips are not going back and forth. It's head touches, he drives straight back up. His heels are the only other thing touching the wall, okay? So, guys, when you're getting set to do these, if you don't have them yet, doing something like limiting the range of motion, okay? So let's say I grab Jesse 2 ab mats, okay? He'll kick up. Again, don't go anywhere yet. Make sure your starting position is correct, regardless of how far down you're going. And he'll kiss his head and drive back up. All right? For him, we might not do 2 ab mats. He didn't have to go very far, all right? But we're going to combine this, because a lot of people make the mistake of, oh, if I just do them at a shorter range of motion, I'll just get better at the other ranges of motion. It's not how it works, okay? This is one step in the giant cog of what's going to get you there. Because something else I might do with a client is have Jesse kick up, and he's going to do a negative where he lowers his head to the floor, and he's going to take, let's just say 6 seconds. Here, you don't have to take exactly, but he's slowly lowering his head to the floor. Good. Okay, come on down. So what you would do is you would lower your head down to the floor slowly. Once your head hits, you kick down, you kick back up, okay? People are going to be able to do way more eccentric loading, which is the lowering of the movement, than they can the concentric or the going back up, okay? So I might have a client lower for 6 to 8 seconds, and then as they get better at that, I might have them do it to a deficit where we put plates there, and then they're lowering so their hands end up here. Okay, so I'll combine shorter range of motion, strict handstand push-ups, lowering negatives, as well as dumbbell and barbell pressing work to help someone get the handstand push-up. Okay, so again, if you don't have one yet, follow those sequences to try to get one. As soon as you get one, remember guys, keeping that core and butt tight and driving in a straight line of action to the ceiling.